Welcome back, Holiday Doc here, and I hope you've enjoyed Round 1, Games 1 and 2, provided by Flying High versus the New Breed. And we're going to move on to Round 2, Game 1. This is our toughest battle yet. Now, this has probably been our closest CTF game we've played all throughout the tournament. And the other team is kind of taking care of our misfortunes and kind of playing off our egos, I think. I think we came into this game too excited and too kind of... we were just too sure of ourselves, and we thought it was just going to be a blowover, and it really wasn't. So kudos to the other team for putting up such a good fight and being such good sports about the whole game here and the tournament, as epic fail as it all was. They definitely poured their heart into the games and tried to make it as competitive as possible. So let's move back to the gameplay. I'm notorious for going on a death streak after I lose that first kind of gunfight, if you want to call it, and this game is no different. Let me tell you, Spoofy dropped his controller, and that kind of set me off on the wrong foot. And you're going to kind of see me here now move into position. Now, we get a call out. There's a couple guys got taken out, so I did not want to pull with two of our guys down, that's for sure. I'm going to continue to just stay put, kind of control the spawns, and force that spawn up to Burger Town so I can grab the flag and move it through plane. Since we're all set up in Dream Store anyway, why not pull the flag to where you're already set up, right? And moving into where I was is how you move and push the spawns. Being a good objective player is knowing these things and knowing how to play off your teammates' positioning and knowing how to force spawns and move spawns accordingly. So, as you're going to see, that was a nice setup flag cap by myself and the teams that were my teammates that were all in position and ready for everything. Without your team set up, I would not have had the flag cap at all. You know, I probably would have got shot on my way over to Dreams and not been ready for it whatsoever. So, you know, every game is different and every situation is different, and you need to have your mental game as good as your shot game and everything like that. You need to be on top of various strategies and various gameplay statistics and stuff, and you know, like the spawn points, choke points, stuff like that. You need to be on top of that if you're going to play on the competitive level, right? So, you know, my team here, you know, the last 2 weeks or 3 weeks now, I've been, you know, working with them. We've been practicing MLG variant because this was a S&D only team that I brought into this tournament, and I'm trying to move them up ahead and kind of focus on trying to win this tournament. And you're going to see the finals here kind of take place later, but I've already kind of spoken on our podcast that is getting so much love that I cannot thank everybody enough on the support that we're getting. Boss Nasty and I, you know, we put out a podcast, the competitive gamer. We called it the Clinic, and it's really taken off on iTunes. We have 16,000 downloads, and I cannot say enough thank yous to the people that have supported us and put it on their website and helped get it all out there. So, you know, if you're interested in maybe some cross promotion, stuff like that, if you got a website or something you're looking to help support us, we can work something out, that's for sure. You know, we're, I think, 7th most downloaded right now on iTunes, and we're the only people talking about competitive gaming. And we recently just made a name change to the show, and we're going to call it the Pro Gamer, Competitive Gaming on the Go. And I think that'll kind of reach out to that much more of a populace, more of a group of people that are interested. You know, they come to the channel show, or they go to the rankings, and they see, hey, Pro Gamer, Competitive Gaming, let's definitely check that out. You should do the same. You know, we have such good information in our podcast, as well as just some good, like, I don't want to give away things because I really think you should go ahead and listen to the series. We have episode 1, 2, and 3 already up on iTunes and ready for download, and it is currently 100% free, hour-long entertainment. You know, if you're on a commute to work, why not throw in something that you love, right? If you're already playing Call of Duty, you want to learn a little bit more while you're on some downtime away from home, definitely throw that podcast in there, right? It helps me out, helps you out, and everybody wins. So let's go back to the gameplay, because I know that's why you're all here anyways. But the 3-0 lead that we have now is kind of taken away from us rather abruptly. We were not really prepared for the kind of the setups that they started playing on us, and you know, once again we got ahead of ourselves, and we had Mr. Shuffle Truffle not playing for a good minute and a half there. I'm not really sure what he was doing or who was playing for him, but looking up in the air and that sort of thing does not help the situation. So coming on the flip side of things, spawning downside Eskies, I'm going to move into middle hallway, throw that great stun nade that I love to go by, but I get caught by a teammate's stun again. And I cannot tell you how frustrating it is, and you'll kind of see in the camera what goes on here. My opponent gets hit by the same stun nade, but then does do the stun check as well because he's seen me book it across through opening in front of library there. But it is what it is, and I think I shoot more panes of glass there than I did the enemy, but luckily I had my PP and I whipped it out, and everybody loves that saying that I started, so I'm going to keep using it, whipping out the PP. I hope everybody starts... Let's start a movement. Every time you're commentating on a video and you're using the PP 2000, just call it your PP. You know how it is. But you know, right here we got set up on very nicely and we got trained. They took one flag from us, and while we were chasing down one flag, they moved in for flag number 2. And pretty embarrassing that they almost got the second flag cap there on us, and it really just shows you that we were not ready for it, and we were set up pretty terribly for everything. But it's a learning experience. Every time I go back and I watch videos of my own, I always try to improve on anything and everything I do. So if I realize that a route that I'm using and I'm watching it and it does not really working, or there's a little quirk that I can change to make it work that much better, I'm going to incorporate that into the next game or the next scrimmage that I play in. Building the team into the same way of thinking is how I definitely want to do it. And right here, that whole lag thing, I don't know. I'm pretty sure I was outside that window before those bullets came by, but apparently on host bar there, he seen me still in the window. It's kind of some BS, but you know, that's part of being a Canadian too. You gotta battle, always battling against those pings and those connections, even though that I have a fiber optic connection, and I just got the fibers installed a couple weeks ago, and you know, the ping doesn't show up that well, but when I'm host, everybody's good, and I wish everybody would start letting me host a little bit more and get to see some other stuff like that. So let's go into the last little quarter of the game here, and we're going to try and secure our victory, but the enemy is doing a good job of controlling the map and controlling our flag. Now, I do see the flag carrier. I am going to take him out, but his buddy does, unfortunately, come up on a very good position and shoots me in the back right before I was able to bring that flag all the way back to our spawn. So, you know, what do? You're 3-2. You're in jeopardy of losing, or not really losing, but tying, which is almost just as bad. I hate tying in CTF because you got to restart, and then the enemies kind of learn from all your little tactics, and it makes it that much harder second time around. So throwing those stuns towards Dreams, getting the kill, and picking off the second spawn allows me to grab that flag and head back towards Birder. Now, you know, this could have really been a good flag cap. Minute 39 left. I didn't watch long haul there. See, that's one of those things that, you know, you kind of always want to improve in. Like, I'm not sure why I didn't. Maybe I had somebody already call out that it was clear, but you know, it wasn't a perfect flag cap. And then we do have Mr. Spoofy, I think that has grabbed the flag. He's going to call out down below a cop car. Cop car gets taken out, but guy right behind him does manage to pick me off, and Spoofy gets taken out as we do cap the final flag there, which kind of seals the deal. A minute left in the game. You're down 3 flags. It's not really a doer at this point, I guess you could say. And there's another fail flash grenade. Like I said, I don't know. Maybe I was a little bit tired from the marathon, because all these games took place in one day, and playing 8 games in a day is pretty rough. It's, you know, people think that, you know, you're just playing a video game, but, you know, you get really tensed up when you're playing for money and you're playing for big prizes and stuff. And I'm not really sure. That guy should have died a lot sooner than he did, and I got 4 or 5 more shots off on the flag carrier, and it just makes me mad sometimes watching these. Very irritating, but you know, 5-3 at the end of all. 17 seconds left. The other team was, you know, pretty good sports about the whole thing. No shit talking, and I like to point that out every time it happens, because I love when teams are just very sportsmanlike about their games and everything like that. So this has been Holiday Talk. This is Toshiba Tournament. This is round 2, game 1, and more to come. So check it out. Holiday Talk out.